human brain is what controls everything that you or I do. It receives signals and then outputs them to our body. The human brain is the most intelligent out of all the vertebrates. It is a very complex organ. It is divided up into three parts: the forebrain, the midbrain, and the hindbrain. The forebrain is divided up into two parts: the diencephalon and the telencephalon. The diencephalon relays info throughout the brain, helps with autonomic and the nervous system, and also helps manage emotions and memories. The telencephalon is the second part of the forebrain. It is responsible for motor control and relaying sensory info. The next part is the midbrain. This is the first section of the brainstem. This is responsible for auditory and visual responses. The last section and the second part of this brainstem is the hindbrain. This is at the back of the brain and connects to the spinal cord directly. This is split up into two parts: the medulla and the metacephalon. The medulla is the posterior portion of the brain. Itself does not do much. It is basically just a compartment tube for the tracts that carry signals to the rest of the brain. The second part of the hindbrain is the metacephalon. This is the embryonic part of the hindbrain. The metacephalon is split up into two smaller parts: the cerebellum and the pons. The cerebellum controls muscular movement and helps maintain posture. The pons, the second part of the metacephalon, helps regulate breathing. Now, that was the brain separated from the front to the back. The brain is also separated from the left to the right. This is kind of confusing because the left side of our brain controls the right side of our body, and the right side of our brain controls the left side of our body. The left side of the brain deals with math, speech, and language, while the right side of our brain deals with more creative stuff like visual and auditory processing, spatial skills, and our artistic ability. Now that we discussed the anatomy of the brain, let's talk about why human brains are smarter than animal brains. With the brain, size does not equal intelligence. Some of the smartest people in the world have smaller brains. What makes a brain smart is the hills, the valleys, and the waves in your brain. The more hills, valleys, and waves in your brain, the smarter your brain will be. Such as a mouse. A mouse has a very smooth brain, making it not as smart of an animal, while a dolphin has mid to higher valleys, waves, and hills, and the human brain has the most. Another reason humans are smart is because our brain weight to body weight. Our brain is about 2% of our body weight, as a sperm whale's brain is about like 0.01% of its body weight. So the more closer your brain is to your body weight, the smarter you are going to be. In conclusion, the human brain is very complex and has multiple parts to it. And the humans have the most complex brain out of all vertebrates.